Welcome to Coruzant Technologies, home of the Digital Executive Podcast.
Welcome to the Digital Executive. Today's guest is Ian Pavlik. Ian Pavlik is the former founder and president of Pavliks.com and the Portal Connector, an IT solutions company based in Ontario, Canada. Ian was once a professional alpine ski racer who moved into the business world in the early 1990s when he took over the family marketing and advertising business. He later shifted the company's focus towards the IT industry and grew it from a small father-son operation into a 70-person, multi-million-dollar organization. In late 2022, Ian and his wife Sarah left the business and started a charity called the Pavlik Foundation, which focuses on improving food security and providing educational opportunities in STEM subjects to young people. Well, good afternoon, Ian. Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much. It's great to be here. Thanks, Brian.
Awesome, Ian. I appreciate it. And I know that we're traversing one time zone. At least it's fairly close. I know you're going through some inclement weather up there in Toronto, Canada. So I appreciate you joining at this time of the evening. So Ian, we're just going to jump right into the question because you have an amazing background and story, and we want to get your story out to our audience. So let's talk about your career as an entrepreneur. You were a senior executive, but now you're the founder of the Pavlik Foundation. Could you share with our audience the secret to your career growth and what inspires you?
That's a tough question to answer because it kind of changed a lot through my career. And what inspired me sort of has evolved over time. I was actually a professional ski racer in my sort of younger days, and that got me excited, but it also taught me a work ethic that I then, when I started to get into the business world, got excited about technology. And I think I'm using that same word over and over again, excited. And then I get through this phase of growing a business and exiting it. And then what excites us is giving back to the community now that we have the means to do it. So I think it's about finding out what excites you and then, focusing on it. And it's evolved over time for me.
Love that story. Appreciate you sharing that, of course. And we love to hear everybody's story on this podcast. Everybody has a unique perspective and it has helped. And I've got a ton of feedback from people in my audience about some of the guests. So again, appreciate that. So Ian, let's talk a little bit your transition then, right? You've done quite a bit in your career as an entrepreneur and in the tech space. You own and ran a company and obviously sold that. But tell us a bit about your success as an entrepreneur, sale of your company, and now your charitable foundation.
So I got involved in the business world back in the mid 90s and spent a long, slow, steady growth over almost 20, 25 years, which, saw the evolution of a whole bunch of different kinds of technologies during that time. So it was about keeping up with how things changed, but also maintaining a focus and making sure that we focused on the same core values of what we wanted to deliver to our customers while technology evolved around us. So I think that was what gave us the longevity. And then along the way during that process, we created some IP. And that intellectual property evolved into something quite valuable that we were able to then create value within the company so that when we exited recently, it gave us the means to then, like I was saying, move on to what excites us, which is, getting into the philanthropy space. So it's about getting focused and understanding what it is that you wanted to achieve. And for us, it was about helping small and medium businesses improve their business operations through the application of current technology, kind of general. But when you looked at the core technology, we focused on the Microsoft stack and expanded from there. So I think, again, it's focus and excitement that then allowed us to make sure we continually delivered value to our customers.
Thank you, Ian. I appreciate that. I really do. And I like that transition. Obviously, you had to work hard, achieve some of your goals. You looked at your vision and said, I'm going to go after it. And out of that, you're now rewarded with being able to contribute back to the world. So that is an awesome story. Ian, so we're a tech platform. We focus on emerging tech. We do some really cool things and have some awesome discussions here. And I know you obviously leveraged some new and emerging technologies in your business at the time. But is there anything that you might be leveraging today or something you've learned from that business into your charitable foundation?
As I referenced the intellectual property or the IP, the ISV solution that we created, I think what is notable there is how we decided to create some software. It was a web portal development technology. And it was at a time when the web content management space was very mature, but we had an idea and an opportunity to be able to build something in a very narrowly focused, where we saw some white space and opportunity with the Microsoft platform. But instead of reinventing the wheel and going and creating our own web content management system, we went and found one that we could build and grow from. And I guess what I'm trying to articulate is sometimes you have the chance to build something brand new, but often you can build on top of other people's platforms and then add more value to them and turn that into your own property. And for us, we made the decision to, rather than go vertical in the sense of focusing on, say fintech or healthcare, what have you, we decided to build a tool that is more of a horizontal solution that then allows other vendors and partners to build their own vertical solutions. So what I think has worked for us is deciding to go horizontal rather than vertical when we knew we had a technology that could enable our partner channel to build value for their customers.
Thank you. I appreciate that. And I like how you get into some of those details. Again, the nuggets that you share with our audience is very helpful. We've got a lot of people that are in the tech space, entrepreneurs, and running similar business to what you're running and have ran in the past. So thank you.
Sure.
And Ian, last question for this evening. Can you share something from your career experience that might be helpful for those looking to grow their career in tech or entrepreneurship?
Well, I don't know whether I am abnormal in this space, but I think for me, it's don't let your lack of formal recognition or education hold you back from going after the things that you want in the business world. I am one that is self-taught. Doesn't mean I haven't done a lot of education, had a lot of mentoring and coaches along the way. But I think there's definitely the opportunity for people who maybe don't have the formal credentials or education to still be successful in the business world. And don't let that lack of letters at the end of your name hold you back, because it hasn't held me back.
Thank you, Ian. I appreciate that. Like I said, everything that you share here is just invaluable to our audience. So thank you again. And Ian, it was a pleasure having you on this evening, and I look forward to speaking with you real soon.
Great. Thank you very much, Brian. Appreciate the chat.
Bye for now.